The lifelong impact of early conditioning. Did you know that 70% of people interviewed on their deathbed reported one regret? They all claimed one thing. They wished they lived their lives for themselves. So kudos to you for taking the first step to avoid having that regret. Today we're going to dive into the depths of your mind. We'll explore how your mind is formed, how it shapes your life, and later we can learn how you can change it to create a new reality. Let's start by understanding the different parts of your mind and your brain waves. Brain waves are like electricity in your brain. They're created when groups of brain cells send messages to each other. These waves come in different speeds, which we call hertz. Think of it like the speed of a car. First up, we've got gamma brain waves. These are like the overdrive of your brain, operating super fast above 35 hertz. It's when your whole brain works together for peak performance. Great athletes reach this state when they're hyper-focused. That's how they deliver exceptional results. Now we've got beta brain waves, which are like your awake and alert mode, running at 12 to 38 hertz. Right now, as you're learning this, your brain is in beta mode, actively processing information, problem solving, and being aware of your surroundings. Alpha brain waves are when you're chill and relaxed. These are at 8 to 12 hertz. It's when your brain takes a breather while staying alert. You might daydream, get creative, or practice mindfulness. Those aha moments happen in alpha. Theta brain waves are next, running from 3 to 8 hertz. They're like when your brain slows down as you start drifting into sleep. Dreams happen here. Lastly, we have delta brain waves, the deep slumber ones. This is when your brain goes into repair mode. Your body heals and grows, and you don't dream much here. Now let's journey from before you were born to your adult years. This helps you understand how you are wired and perhaps why you should express more compassion toward yourself. The conditioning process begins even before you take your first breath. When you were still in your mother's womb, your developing brain was already forming connections based on sensory experiences. The sounds, tastes, and sensations you encountered in that cozy environment became the foundation for your early conditioning. So from the very start, your brain was actively recording and absorbing information, setting the stage for your future experiences and perception of the world. This early period is significant not only from a psychological perspective, but also from a spiritual one, as it's believed that you can sense and absorb the emotional and spiritual energy of your mother, which further influences your early experiences and perceptions. This knowledge is essential for understanding the conditioning concepts we'll explore in more depth. Remember, knowledge is power, so pay attention as we dig deeper into the impact of early conditioning. From ages 0 to 6. During this phase, your subconscious mind is in full control. You're like a sponge absorbing everything you hear and see without filtering it. At this age, your brain is rapidly developing, and this is when your fundamental beliefs, habits, and emotional patterns begin to form. It's a crucial time, but you're not yet capable of consciously discerning what's true or false. You pretty much believe everything you're told. If you had a loving and supportive environment during this stage, it could lead to positive beliefs and strong emotional foundations. However, if you experienced a lack of nurturing or even negative influences, it may impact your self-esteem and emotional resilience later in life. You may not have a recollection of these experiences. Nonetheless, they shape your reality. Ages 7 to 12. In this phase, your brain shifts into alpha mode, making you highly imaginative and creative. It's a time of exploration, learning, and cognitive growth, often driven by curiosity and play. Your emotional responses and coping mechanisms start to take shape here. Positive experiences during this period can enhance emotional resilience and lead to a more balanced and creative mindset. On the flip side, if your childhood lacked nurturing experiences and emotional support, it might hinder the development of emotional resilience. This could result in difficulties bouncing back from challenges or adapting to life's demands. For example, if a child is not equipped to handle a challenge they may face, let's say at school or on the playground, in the absence of healthy coping mechanisms, children may resort to negative strategies as a way to cope, like avoidance, aggression, or even substance abuse. Age 13 onwards, as you grow into adolescence and adulthood, your cognitive development expands to include a deeper understanding of the external world. Critical thinking, logical reasoning, and the ability to interact effectively with the surrounding environment become prominent features of this stage. Growing up in a positive and nurturing environment helps build self-esteem and confidence. This can encourage open communication, effective problem solving, and the ability to make well-informed decisions. On the other hand, being raised in a hypercritical environment can erode self-esteem, leading to a fear of making mistakes. This fear can hinder creativity, risk-taking, and open communication. It might also promote perfectionism, making it challenging to engage in effective decision-making and problem-solving. This early conditioning can significantly affect your adult life, including your success in the workforce and personal relationships. In our next chapters, we'll dig into the subconscious mind from a different angle, giving you a deeper understanding of your true self. In the resources, I have included a clip from Dr. Joe Dispenza that'll blow your mind. Your conditioning begins even before you're conceived. Homework. Before you move on to the following chapters, I would like for you to spend 20 minutes reflecting on your childhood. Don't overthink it. Just jot down what comes to mind. Were you encouraged to be yourself? Did you learn how to cope with life's ups and downs? How do you believe these experiences have shaped your present reality?